Taylor is a dynamic construction and property delivery partner connecting people and spaces. Established in 1994, Taylor designed, construct, and develop diverse projects for all sectors from project inception to completion. Taylor's IT team has researched and prepared innovative technologies that require the performance of 5G. When asked which use case or technologies are most important to Taylor Construction, Christian Neal, manager of IT, had this to say.
The number one at the moment is the HoloLens and the VR platforms. So a lot of these augmented and virtual reality technologies are now operating wirelessly, and they require massive amounts of data and CAD drawings and modeling to be pulled down either from a cloud server or the internet or even just a local device, and to have all of that information sent wirelessly. As you can imagine, it puts an extreme strain on bandwidth requirements, an extreme strain on latency, and being able to then make those changes in real time in holographic space reflect back. So we're talking upload as well now back to a cloud location and back to that change. That's something that 5G is going to be critical to our business for. So if you're standing on the corner of an empty job site waiting to see what it's going to look like, you can actually hit a play button and you can actually see it go stage by stage by stage. The level of shock and wow in their eyes, it's as if someone just seeing a rainbow for the first time. To use the example on one of the job sites when there was a clash had been detected, the structures foreman was there and he put the glasses on and he had this big smile, wow, look at this, and it turned into a big frown of an because he realised there was going to be a big problem with part of that job. We've seen the challenges of trying to deploy that technology on the existing infrastructure, and while we've managed to do it, it certainly hasn't been sort of smooth or efficient. Like you can tell it's next generation technology waiting for a next generation network. So let's use the idea of safety. It's obviously a very core one, a very important part to any construction business or any business in general. The ability to have a 360-degree 8K camera streaming in real time from the Gold Coast back down to Sydney, and that was all powered by the 5G network. So being able to actually view that information in real time and view that streaming video, no disconnects, no dropouts. Then Amazon had a product that allowed them to have machine learning scanning hard hat QR codes and reporting on the safety and induction of staff members on the job site. So if you had subcontractors walking around wearing their hard hats that weren't inducted, it was able to send an alert back to the safety manager on that job and say to them, hey, you've got XYZ number of people that are not inducted. Here's what the image of the person looks like. Please go out and talk to them. So you can make sure that you have everyone inducted, no one slips through the crack. So combining these two technologies, utilizing the 5G network sort of in the middle, is you can then see where I'm going here and take active tripod 360-degree cameras, put them at various points on every job site, have that information fed through with machine learning back to one safety officer who could be here in North Sydney, who can have a few screens set up, looking visually at the jobs and getting reports relayed to him saying, hey, this person on this job not inducted, this person on this job not inducted. He can get on the phone and talk to the site manager on that job and say, hey guys, as of a few seconds ago, this person walked past and was not inducted. Please go out and make sure that he is, inducted on the job, and please make sure that he's got his white card and that he's being, work safe. They are sensors that you clamp onto the Rio bars. And then as the concrete gets poured around the Rio bars of the job, there is then a relay point that's put at the end of every bar. So all of the sensors relay back to that information, and that's an IoT-enabled 5G device that then reports back to some form of monitoring or dashboard, however you want to customize and set it up. You can customize and set it up. It's like a black box for buildings. It's effectively what it is. And to be able to report on that is the 5G network. It's all about IoT. A big part of what you see on a lot of job sites is they will spend either a large amount of money or a large amount of time printing off the latest architectural drawing, and they'll lay it out on a very large drawing board, and everyone congregates around the drawing board and looks at that information. The reason we don't do that on, again, iPads or any other tablet form of device out on the job sites currently is because the speed's not there. If you load up an architectural drawing, we're talking a PDF that could be 100 to 500, even sometimes a gig worth of drawing.
Oh, really?
And while they only want to print or view one page, you have to bring up that whole set of drawings to be able to get all that information out, because you've got to understand that these PDF drawings are, again, layer by layer by layer of every service on the drawing. So again, you may only want to print or view one layer of that, but you've got to open the whole file before you can start to get that information out of it. Being able to resolve that issue, low latency, high speeds, high upload as well for any changes you make, that's going to be a big value driver. We could then get large touchscreens instead of plan benches, and they could mark them up, they could draw them in real time. They could call the architect and go, hey, change this. You can make the change, design manager can update the drawing, and then you can refresh the image almost in real time. A couple of seconds later, view whatever the latest is. You're not hamstrung by sort of slow bandwidth or slow speeds on that job site. Depending on the emergence of 5G in the area we're in, I could certainly see that becoming a failover connection and us, getting rid of a very high cost fiber secondary service and changing back to just be a 5G secondary, because it would then have the same capacity and capability as that fiber anyway. We were seeing speeds probably 20 times faster than what the job site was used to. We didn't get a single complaint. There was no further complaints about video call quality or audio call quality, or even that there was lagginess or delay. So the latency had become a lot lower, because all of the Zoom calls and all of the Microsoft Teams calls in and out of that job site were clear, crisp, no delay, perfect level of communication. We immediately saw that response translate into improved productivity by less downtime.